Coming up live on LiveWire, we've got a great show for you today. Today we are going to do some celebrating here. For the past 5 years, Access Sacramento has put on a high school video and animation competition. And today you're going to meet the winners of this year's competition. So stay tuned for LiveWire right after this. Okay, we're live on LiveWire. My name is Ray Tatter, and with me in the studio is Brad Clark, who is the PSA competition coordinator and the co-founder of that thing with Access Sacramento, which is a competition between, why don't you tell me?
Well, it was about 5 years ago that we approached Access Sacramento for hosting a video contest. So one of the things that every video production program has is, as part of their curriculum, the creation of a public service announcement. So for years, a lot of teachers have been just having students make public service announcements that weren't tied to any particular, it was whatever kind of the students wanted to do. So we thought it would really be valuable to connect students to actual agencies that needed public service announcement, that had a message that they wanted to put out, and that they could, and our goal was, let's have Access Sacramento show these student produced public service announcements, and let's also have the agencies use those PSAs on their own social media outreach. So it's been a really amazing success for our students to be able to have this outlet for students to let the public see their work and to contribute to the work of these other agencies.
And you brought Nicole Coleman here. She's from what agencies?
So I am the public affairs manager for the Sacramento Regional County Sanitation District and the Sacramento Area Sewer District.
Sewer District?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we can't wait to see those PSAs. And you can see those PSAs if you stay here with Access Sacramento, because you're going to meet the winners of these PSAs, see their PSAs.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. Fascinating thing. So this year is a big year. I mean, you had many schools take part and many school districts.
Right. So this year we had 10 schools participate, and representing 8 different school districts from the greater Sacramento area.
And from those 10, how many submissions?
Well, we had 79 public service announcements that were made. And the interesting thing is that, you know, the students decide if they want to submit. So there's a lot more public service announcements that are made than actually get submitted. So they get to see, you know, some of the best ones. And then we had Nicole's group evaluate them and decide which were going to be the best to get recognized with the awards.
I see. What was the criteria?
Oh, goodness. So we provided a sort of a list of topics that the districts try to get messages out to our customers. So we, as districts, exist to protect public health and the environment. And so we have a number of key messages that we work through a number of different mediums to get out into the communities that we serve. And so this partnership with this PSA project was a great one, because the students, we provided sort of the language and the messages we were trying to get across through these PSAs. And they took what our sort of structure was and they applied it with their interpretation. And so what we did is as we were evaluating all of these PSAs, were they on message? Were they effective in getting our messages across? And were they produced well? So that was sort of the criteria we used to evaluate.
How about some examples? You know, like I just got a new shower head put into my shower, and the plumber goes, there are 3 places here where the water slows down, and on purpose, you know, actually. And so I put the thing on it, like the water comes out, where it used to go, pow.
So for the Sacramento Area Sewer District, there's some sort of 3 core messages that we gave the students to work from. First of all, if customers have a sewer problem, call us first. That's part of the service that they pay for every month with our service. We'll come out, we'll triage the problem, and we'll evaluate, help them figure out the next step. Flushable, and then from a source control standpoint, there is, customers can directly affect change at home. So we have our Stop the Clog program, which is all about not putting fats, oils, and grease down the drain because it coagulates in the pipes.
Fats,
just,
yes.
just like, you know, human arteries, those pipes get clogged and then sewage can't flow through. Costly, messy sewer backups. Nobody likes sewer backups into their home, into the environment. And direct customers can directly affect the change right at home with the Stop the Clog messaging. Also, flushable wipes. This is sort of a new one for us, but with all kinds of different wipes products that are being produced, customers think that they can flush them, and sometimes they're even labeled as flushable. And our message, of course, is just because something can be flushed doesn't mean that it should be. Those flushable wipes don't break down like toilet paper does.
Right.
They rag our pump stations, causing big problems and mechanical issues at those pump stations, which again, just like fog, leads to costly, messy sewer backups, which nobody wants.
So all of these issues then are presented through the school production coordinator to the students, and the students say, well, I'm going to take this one, I have an idea. Cool. And then how do they work with the teacher? You're a teacher, and you were at Franklin High School, and so you had some students that took part in this, right?
Right, so there are a number of other public service announcement contests, and so this is one of them. I always tell my students, you know, you pick the one that's most interesting to you, and so we always have a number that want to participate in the Access Sacramento PSA project. And what was new kind of this year is that we were able to significantly increase the prize money. And I think that got maybe the attention of some of our more talented students who were like, I want to see if I can win some of this money. Yeah. So that was what was interesting. So what we came across was that there was a new grant that was available that we wanted to take advantage of, and it represented these two agencies that Nicole is from. So it was the Confluence.
Our Confluence program. Yeah, so the districts are rate-funded organizations, but we also have some non-rate, non-fee money that we can use, and what our board has directed us to do is to use that money to partner with projects just like this throughout the community to help get our messages out into the community. And there's different programs within that Confluence program that we are able to help different projects throughout the region protect public health, get our messaging out, and so I'm responsible for the public education program within the larger Confluence program. And so we basically get to decide who we want to partner with, and this was a great opportunity to get some PSAs created for us that we can now leverage on our social media channels to help get our messages out to customers. Also, these students are part of the communities that we serve, and being able to develop that partnership with them early on and their high school career is a really great opportunity for us.
Absolutely. And so then that pulls you back to your curriculum. How does it fit in, or does it fit into the curriculum of animation and TV?
Right, so I teach both video production and animation, and so both of those classes have a unit in making public service announcements, like we have a unit for commercials and documentaries and short fiction films, those kind of things, instructional videos. So this is one of the things that is a project that students typically do in a high school class. And so it's an opportunity. What's great about it is it's an opportunity for a real world experience, because they represent a client that actually has a need, and we're saying, okay, these are the identifiable objectives and goals that the client wants delivered to the public. How can you do that in a creative way? And so they apply the skills that they've been learning in the video class or the animation class to come up with an original concept, write the script, storyboard it out, and then go out and shoot it, or in the case of animation, draw it out frame by frame.
If I go out to a commercial video animation place, commercial place, I usually get a team of people who would work on my PSA. Is that what you do?
Well, in the case of the animation students, it's for the second year animation students, they do the entire process by themselves. So other than maybe
casting, an individual does it?
Yeah,
wow.
Other than casting different voices for it. But every other part of it, they learn the whole process of production because they're doing every step of it.
Do you find it like really challenges they have some creative ideas, let's say in animation, and they challenge you to help them do it?
Well, you know, they have to do it. So I'm always impressed with what they can come up with. I mean, to me, it's like they can be really creative and do really kind of interesting things.
Wow, this is really exciting, and it's an interesting thing. And I like the idea of the real award, you know. And so today, what's going to happen?
Well, we're going to meet the students that won the first, second, and third place in 2 categories. So this is the first year that we've been able to offer an animation category. And we thought that was important because animation students take an entire semester to work on a project. So it's like a half-year project for them to create this. It's a lot of effort. Now, video students, they can go out in a day and shoot the media they're going to use to edit and edit it. It's a 30-second spot. They can edit it in a few days. So it's a much shorter thing for them. But for the animation students, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So we were glad that those students get their own category and get to be judged individually by the work that they do.
Well, Brad and Nicole, well, let's go do that, okay? We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back, and you're going to be in another studio or part of the studio, and you're going to lead us through the awards.
Great.
Okay? All right, thank you both for coming. All right, we're going to take a short pause for the cause right now, and we're going to be back, and you are going to meet the winners in the Access Sacramento High School Video Competition. High school and animation video competition right now.
By now you should know, drink and drive, get a DUI. But did you know that some medication can get you one too? And never mix those pills with a pint. Check the label before you pop that pill. DUI doesn't just mean booze.
Okay, so we drowned the fire,
Yep.
stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Welcome back to LiveWire. I'm Gary Martin, Executive Director at Access Sacramento, and thank you to Ray Tatter for sharing part of the show here with us on LiveWire. Today we are presenting the winners in the 5th Annual High School PSA Competition, sponsored by Access Sacramento, and this year supported by a special grant from the Sacramento Sewer District and the Sacramento Area Regional Sanitation District. Tonight we're going to present 6 videos, both in live action as well as animation. And we're going to begin with an with a live action video. It was created at Franklin High School from Landon Lee. And so let's go ahead and roll that first video, and then we'll talk with the winners.
Hey, don't throw your dirty wipes in me. They don't even break down, and once they're flushed, they clog and jam the sewer systems, causing messy and expensive sewer blockages that you don't want to pay for. I only digest toilet paper and human waste.
Do the sewers a favor. When using wipes, trash them. Don't flush them.
Learn more at sacsewer.com.
So this is called the Talking Toilet, a public service announcement. Landon Lee created it. And Nicole, it's an award ceremony.
Yes.
We have an award.
Landon, beautiful job,
Thank you.
well done, and just really executed our message as well. The talking toilet, that's always a creative avenue, and I think it was really effective. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
So Landon, how did you pick this particular project?
How did I pick it? Well, I just browse around, brainstorm what was the best one that I liked the most, and this one I like particularly because, not many people even know that you're not supposed to use wipes, to toss them in the toilet, and they just do that all the time. Even I didn't know that. So
had you done multiple types of videos like this with live action before in editing?
Not PSAs, no, not particularly. So this was my first.
Okay, so it's kind of like a commercial. Yeah. Was it a little off-putting because you had a real client, somebody you had to answer to?
Oh yeah, it was a lot of pressure. Yeah, it was good.
As opposed to simply answering to Brad Clark, who's the instructor in your class, of course, and just for a grade. So live action, how long did it take to put this project together?
Probably about 2-3 weeks, yeah.
Okay. Shooting and then?
Shooting and editing. Editing was most part, yeah, it was hard.
Okay, because it was new computer software for you?
Oh yeah. Well, I did it last year too. Okay.
Well, Brendan, congratulations on 3rd place in the live action portion. Let's go on to the next video. This time, 3rd place in the animation category. Let's roll that videotape.
Items like fluorescent light bulbs, batteries, old wall thermostats, and silver thermometers contain an invisible poisonous mercury vapor that is very harmful for our health.
But there are many locations to dispose of these items around the Sacramento,
Elk Grove,
Citrus Heights,
and Folsom area.
To find out more on how to give your home a mercury makeover, go to regionalsan.com and please join us in making your home mercury-free.
Okay, and that one is called Mercury Free, and we are with Alex Biondo and Colin Giffens. So welcome, guys, and congratulations on your 3rd place in the animation category. We have plaques for you as well.
Alex.
Thank you.
So you animation instead of live action. How did you decide?
We kind of decided this because we saw a lot of people doing live action for the previous year, and we both kind of agreed on making an animation because, well, there was a lot of similarities between each one of them. Each one of them had a certain live, or I don't know exactly how to explain it. All of them seemed to be very similar to me. I didn't see very much difference between all of them, and we both chose to do something different.
So Mercury Free is an interesting challenge. You didn't actually have mercury, of course, in an animated video. How did you decide to design the project and execute it?
We decided to use clip art images and to actually use symbolism instead of actually trying to get each of the items, since that would be kind of harder in our case, and it would work with the animation.
Of course, animation, it's all about the audio as well as creating the images. Did you start with the audio or did you do that last?
We had the audio at the very end because for both of us, we're both good at graphic design and creating the images, so we thought might as well just get the images done first and worry about the audio last.
Was this your voice? Whose voice?
It was our actual teacher, Mr. Means. He voiced it, and we also had several people from our class as well do the part where the recycling sign pops up and do the certain titles or the certain places you can go to get rid of mercury.
I know that Sacramento New Tech High School focuses a lot on the real world experience. So this must have fit right in with Nicole's goal with this project.
Yes, we've both me and Colin have in our past classes done work for actual clients, and we are experienced but still learning.
Great, guys. Congratulations. Let's move on to second place in the live action category. We're going to meet Emily Cho in just a second, but first, her video, Don't Flush the Meds.
Flushing unused or expired medications down the sink or toilet can pollute the environment. To prevent misuse and keep medications from entering our waterways, please dispose of unused prescription and over-the-counter medications responsibly. But there are alternate ways to dispose of these medications. Check for local disposal locations, take-back events, local pharmacies, or nearby household hazardous waste facilities. Learn more at don'tflushyourmeds.com.
And we congratulate Emily Cho for her second place video in live action.
Congratulations, Emily. Thank you.
Okay, so live action and Don't Flush the Meds. Did you design this as a storyboard first? How did you decide to shoot it?
Well, I got some inspiration off of YouTube when I watched some animation videos, and I wanted to get into animation, but not full-on animation, so I decided to incorporate it into my filmmaking, and then I just drew it out, and then I animated it.
Okay, so all the little mouth and eyes and stuff on those pills, that must have been a challenge, though.
Yeah, it took me about 1.5 to 2 weeks to animate all of that and then put it into my video.
Okay, Don't Flush the Meds. What is your, advice for maybe students who want to join this competition next year? What would you say?
I say to be very creative with it, because there's going to be a bunch of other students that are entering in the same competition as you, and so you want your video to just stand out, so have fun with it.
Well, obviously this one did. Were you expecting a combo of the Mary Poppins live action with animation, Nicole?
I know, it was kind of a nice hybrid. I thought it was really, really well executed, and it sort of took the best of both worlds.
Very good. Congratulations, Emily. Okay, let's move over to the true animation for second place in our high school video competition.
Mom, you shouldn't flush wipes down the toilet. Why is that? It creates problems in the sewer. They cause clogs. Even disposable wipes can cause problems. These products don't break down easily, or at all, once they're flushed. You should only flush human waste and toilet paper into the sewers. Oh, thanks, honey. Do the sewers a favor. When using wipes, don't flush them. Trash them. For more information, go to www.sacsewer.com.
And we welcome Victoria Nigby. Congratulations on your animation project.
Thank you very much.
And we have a plaque for you as well.
Congratulations, Victoria. Thank you.
So animation, how did you put it together?
Well, you have to obviously start with storyboarding. You gotta make the script, the story, make characters. It wasn't too hard for me. I based them off my friend and I, so yeah.
Very good. And then who did the audio?
My best friend, Ava. She helped me out, and I helped her out with hers as well.
Excellent. So you had to learn some software in order to make that. What sort of software did you use?
We used Toon Boom Studio Harmony. It was very complicated. Yeah, I had a lot of trouble with it, but I've had experience with it in San Francisco. So.
Well, very good. And now you're at Franklin High School down in Elk Grove. So would you pick animation again if you were to do this again?
I would, because I really enjoyed it. It gives me time to improve my skills, and I would like to do it again. It was fun.
Well, very good. So congratulations on your success as well. Okay, let's move over to the first place awards, beginning in live action. We're going to see The Unclogged Truth.
Every day, disposable wipes are flushed down, causing serious problems for the sewer system. Although they are labeled as flushable, they are not easily broken down once flushed. but beneath the surface they're clogging pipes and jamming pumps, resulting in high operational costs. But there is still time for change. By flushing only toilet paper and human waste, we can all make a positive impact. If you use wipes, trash them, don't flush them. To learn more, visit www.sacsewer.com.
Okay, we have live action again, and some really beautiful shots that you guys had to put together to put this video together. But first, let's start with the awards.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And congratulations so much.
Okay, so who was the writer, who was the videographer, who was the editor?
Well, I was the writer, and well, we both edited, or we all edited together, and we just combined our ideas and just see how everything would work.
Okay. And then who was the videographer? Who took the pictures?
We all shot the piece together, yeah.
Yeah. Was it difficult?
No, not really, because we've been doing videos since middle school together, and it's just, it was not really that hard, but writing it was a little bit difficult, but we got through it together.
Okay, and you obviously got some help, some counseling from the instructor as well. Nicole, first place for live action. Why did this one stand out?
So the coveted first place. So for us, it really stood out because it was really dramatic. It caught our attention, and it was absolutely on message. So it was really, really well executed, and I commend these young men.
So congratulations, guys. First place in the live action competition. We appreciate you being here. Enjoy the cash as well as the plaques. Let's go on to the final video from animation, first place. And this one is called Dog on Fog.
Hey, you know you can't do that.
And why not?
Why didn't you know? Fats, oils, and grease creates clogs in the sewer pipes that are very expensive to repair. Common cause of fog are meat, butter and margarine, salad dressing, milk, and even peanut butter.
Well, what other way should I dispose this oil?
You can can it, scrape it, or trash it. Learn more at sacsewer.com.
Well, fog, fats, oils, and grease. I think we're all going to remember that one. Congratulations, Nicole, for your first place video. And so tell me about the animation. Where did the idea come from?
Well, you know, just when inspiration hits, you just kind of start. It wasn't really where it came from. I honestly don't remember, but it was a process.
Okay. Now, you know, voice characters for the dog, all of those pieces, you had to pull all of that together too. First as a script and then voiceover. How did you manage that?
Well, I started with like a storyboard, and then I did like a little animatic, and then I tried doing the voices, but then I redid it again with some other people, and it turned out better. I think so.
Okay. Nicole, first place in the animation category. Quickly, why was it the winner?
So for us, it was really out of the box thinking. I mean, you wouldn't expect a dog to be carrying the message about fats, oils, and grease, right? And bacon is a really logical connection on how to properly dispose of that. So it was just a great package all the way around.
Well, congratulations. We appreciate all of your hard work, and you know, certainly we're going to do this again next year if we can put all the pieces together. So let's go back over to Ray, and actually we're not going to go back over to Ray because I think we're ready to wrap up LiveWire. I'm Gary Martin. Thanks for being with us and watching tonight, and to all the winners, congratulations and well.
Thank you.